Hello everyone, my name is Anna Henricks. I am in section 701 of IT-300 at SIUE. This presentation is going to be over Tech Demo number 1, over Case Study 1 with Mr. Washington and his Art and History class. So the website I chose that I think would best work for Mr. Washington in this case would be called Mural. It's really easy to sign up for before you get to this screen. There's an easy sign up. You just click here to sign up, and it will take you to a screen where you type in your email. And from there, you can either choose to sign in with Google or Microsoft, or you can create a whole new account just specifically for this website. I chose to sign in with Microsoft. It was quick and easy, and I just had to add my email, and it took me here. So, like I said, it's easy to sign up for, and it's easy to use. It's also free, unless you wanted to upgrade it. That costs a little bit of money per month to do, but I realized that the free version is completely fine. You can use either one. So it can be accessed from any device. So if you don't have your laptop with you, it can also be used from your phone, tablet, iPad, even a Kindle if you still have one of those. Um, yeah, those would all work for you. It can also be integrated into Microsoft Teams, Slack, Google Calendar, and more. There's a whole list of things. Um, the app is typically used for communication purposes, collaboration, creativity, productivity, assessments, and presentations. Um, as I read through the reviews, it looks like it's more integrated towards presentation-wise for classrooms and workspaces. So I think this is why it would be better for Mr. Washington's case for his presentations. It's an interactive workspace, so it has everything stored securely in the cloud, so everything's automatically saved, which makes it pretty easy to use. You don't have to worry about your computer crashing or something. All your work will still be saved. It can also be used for brainstorming on projects and presentations. So, and that's for all grades in school. And with that being said, that's why probably one of the main reasons why I picked this website, because that is one of Mr. Washington's goals for his website that he wanted to use in his classroom. It also provides an effective method for sharing ideas and expressing their creativity. So, and you can add people to your murals by clicking the invite button at the top corner. I have a big arrow pointing at it just in case you didn't find it. You can easily add people just by using their email. You don't have to worry about having any passwords to let them in or anything. You just add their email and they'll immediately be added to your workspace. And with this being said, it enables you to work individually if you choose you don't want to invite anyone, or you can work with multiple people at the same time, because there's not a limit to how many people you can use or add to the mural to use. So you can add the whole class to it or just a specific group, and they would all be able to work at the same time, which is very convenient for class projects. And they're also able to use it in school and at home if need be. So here there are some lists. There's 30 different murals to pick from. If you just scroll down the line, there's going to be like lists of examples with images, so you have a better idea of what you're going to be doing. With the different list of categories, they can help narrow down your search for the right kind of mural that you're looking for your project. So, like I said before, there's over 30 different ones, and each have different features that can be utilized for different projects. And they can also be used for wide ranges of grades in schools as well. So I think the grade range for this is fourth grade through 12th grade. So basically middle school all through high school can be all used for, which is very convenient for different projects when students are trying to learn how to do all that. And it's very self-explanatory, like I stated before. They give instructions throughout the process. And as you can see, I have a little arrow towards the side of the screen that shows like the lists of the different categories. So if you didn't want to scroll through all the images, you can easily narrow it down to make it a lot easier for you. All right, so here is where teachers can create rooms which function like folders to house different murals from different students. So it's basically better for organizational purposes. The teachers can invite students to a room and give access to all their murals or just specific ones, totally up to them, in order to collaborate with other students in their groups. The teachers can use murals for presentations in their class as well as have students use it for them too. So teachers can use them to explain things when they're in the classroom just as an everyday presentation for their lectures, or they can have the students do them as well. So it's multi-purposeful for both sides. So students can access all the murals through the dashboard, which is where it says there are no murals in your workspace yet. So that's called the dashboard. So once you create one, they're all going to show up in that, which I'll show you later on what they actually look like when they're done. And also the teachers can have the students create a private room to keep only their group members in a specific mural. So I have a black arrow pointing at the private rooms icon so that way you can see what I'm talking about there. That's where you would add students to that room. And to create a new mural, you're going to click on that pink button at the top that says Create Mural. I have a blue arrow pointing at that one just in case you didn't catch that. All right. So once you do that, you can add specific titles to your murals. That is more of a, after we check out this tabs on the side, we can talk about more about the titles. So after looking through the tabs on the side, which is where it says outline up at the top corner, this is where it lets you like go through and click on those tabs and shows you how to conduct. At the top it says conducting a brainstorm, which is a template I chose. So to do that, you're going to click on overview at the top and then slowly go down so you have better idea of how to organize all of this and split it up between your group members. It makes it a lot easier to figure out how you're going to do all this. So after you do that, you're going to click on the Got It button, and then it's going to take you to the editing template, which is right here. After you click on the Create Mural from template. This is just what it looks like after I exited out of the instructional tab area. After I pressed Got It, it took me to this screen. And as you can see in the top corner, it says conducting a brainstorm. If you want, you can edit that title and create it, make it whatever you want, so you can better organize your murals. So after you click on create mural from template, which is where I have that blue arrow pointing up at it so you can see that, it's going to take you to this screen right here. So after doing that, it's going to show you the instructions on the side, which is where I have that blue arrow up in the corner, where it says getting started with mural. All the instructions are going to be underneath that, and you can also scroll down. There's a little more beneath that as well. Everything under add sticky notes and all the way down to click and drag to move. There's multiple other different instructions basically for every step on how to create the template. So all at the top of the screen, there's also the toolbar where it says that pink share button. Everything across the top from there is all of the tools you can use as well. So that's where the members of the group and the teachers can chat, comment, export the template, or check activity on the murals. So the teachers can see who's doing what, who's commenting, who's adding any work and information to the template there. They will be able to keep track of all of that. And all the changes made to the mural are automatically saved to ensure no information or work is lost throughout the process. So each mural also contains an activity timeline, which is for the teachers, and also a chat window and comments window. The murals can be saved as a new template, set as a favorites, which is going to be at that little star, a little below that yellow arrow and also it can be set as favorites, exported, or downloaded, like I stated before. The teachers can monitor each student's work. They can manage the access to the rooms to keep them secure and also comment throughout the project to keep the students in line. And if they have any questions or concerns, they can always contact each other and keep that all in line. Also, after you're done doing that, after you're done editing all your mural and everything's all done, you can click on the small box in the top corner that has a little arrow sticking out, and that's going to go back to your dashboard. And I have the yellow arrow pointing at that box so you can see what I'm talking about there. Alright, so after you did that, you're to the dashboard now, and like I stated before, all your murals are going to be in here. So I have my IT-300 mural. That's what I titled mine. So once you see that, it's always saved. It's always saved in your dashboard unless you go through and delete it. It's for easy access, so you don't have to like worry about scrolling through different files and things to find your stuff. And there's also a specific tab that is on the side that helps students go through all the steps of how to do all of this, just in case they may have forgotten how their teacher may have gone through the process of it. So it's really helpful. How I learned how to use the website myself. I have a blue arrow pointing at the Learn tab. It has a little rocket ship by that too. If you just click on that, there's a whole like list, and it brings you to another page with just all of these types of instructions and step by step, so you can go through and learn how to do that. It's very helpful. Alright, and here I have an example of a teacher using it in her classroom. It's over Zoom, but it's still for class. So she utilized this website in her presentation, and as you can see, they're using it for presentation purposes, which is what I just said. But that means basically it's showing students and teachers can also use this in their class. So it's easy to use, and also I like as I previously stated before, mural is used for brainstorming, communication, collaboration, creativity, productivity, assessments, and presentations, which can be used for teachers and students, so it can help benefit both. And with all that being said, I think this proves why Mural would be the best website for Mr. Washington used in his classroom for case study in Tech Demo 1. So thank you all for listening.